Need to speak to Claudia privately.
Hey, we were just talking. It's no big deal. Fine.
I don't want you talking to Michael.
Yeah, I think Michael got that loud and clear. He's 17 years old, Jason. He can talk to who he wants to.
That's not going to be a problem for much longer. Ian Devlin, the man who shot Michael, recorded all of his business conversations, including the one he had with you, Claudia. And it's about to hit where Michael got shot.
Why would I be concerned about Ian Devlin on any level? The man's been dead for over a year.
I guess we're about to find out. Devlin probably recorded everybody he talked to in Port Charles.
And there we go, full circle. So why are you telling me?
I just want to see if you're afraid, Claudia. And I think you are, because you know that you're going to have to pay for what you did to Michael.
Here we go again. You're implying, again, that I had something to do with Michael's shooting.
Oh, I'm not implying.
Well, I hate to disappoint you. Again, I'm not your girl.
You're a liar.
I feel sorry for you. You're like this obsolete war tank. No cause, no effect. You're all primed for battle, but your enemy is long gone.
You're right here.
I'm Sonny's wife, in case you forgot. You want to do your job? Try finding a real enemy. Stop wasting your scary energy on me. And while you're at it, why don't you update your grudge list? You know what, Jason? It's a tragedy. It's horrible what happened to Michael, but it's done. There's no going back and undoing it. Why can't you just be happy that the kid woke up and he's okay?
Is he?
He wants to be. He does. He wants to move on. He wants to move on with his life and move forward, but you won't let him. You're stuck in the past, and by God, you're going to stay there, aren't you? Until what? You assuage your own guilt? Sonny's fierce enforcer, hired to protect him, asleep on the job, while your boss is under attack and his little boy gets shot instead. You know why Michael was here tonight, Jason? He said he wanted to spend some time with his father in the present. You know what he said? He said he wants to move on. He wants to move forward in his life. And I'm sure he's told you as much, but you won't let him. You can't let him because you have to have this enemy to push against, and if you don't, you have to look inside and see your own irrelevance. Man, the world is turning. You need to try to keep up.
I'm going to spend some time listening to the recordings that Devlin left. If I hear your voice, Claudia, I'm coming back with the enemy in sight.
No, look, I know that you're not exactly a 4-star, but you must keep some sort of records. Dr. Ian Devlin, he liked to stay in these little roach motels like yours, and, hello? Loser. Sonny's not here, so you might as well leave.
I'm here to see you.
Well, I'm feeling a little fragile today, John. I'm not really in the mood for you to tell me what a disgusting person I am and how much you hate me.
I don't hate you.
Really? Could have fooled me.
Okay, do you want to hear what I have to say, or should I show myself out?
I'm listening.
Well, I got pretty schnockered tonight. I'm trying to blot Olivia out of my mind. Get some relief.
Didn't work.
Not so much. But something else happened that made me think about things. Carly went into labor in the Jake's parking lot.
God, Baby, it's too soon.
No.
The baby's okay?
Yeah, baby's fine. The doctor gave her some medication to hold off the labor.
You were there for that?
Yeah, I was there with her when the contractions started, and well, I don't know if she was with me. I was with. It doesn't matter. Point is, I saw firsthand what it must be like to hold a baby inside of you, and at the same time worry and be afraid that you're going to lose it. It made me think about the hell that you must have gone through when you lost your baby, and you're probably still going through it. I'm still furious with you, Claudia. And I'm still convinced that you did something to Olivia to force her to break up with me. But at the end of the day, you are my sister, and I love you. I could never hate you. I just wanted you to know that, okay?
So much. John, thank you. I've missed you so much. You don't even know. I just about given up hope, that we were ever going to be close again, John, and that hurt me. That hurt me so much.
I did miss you too, Claudia. But that doesn't mean I'm okay with what you did to Olivia.
Can we please not talk about her?
No, Claudia, she's important to me, okay? Like it or not. All right, so tell me, what the hell did you do to her to break up with me?
Wait, I didn't. But if I did, Johnny, she is an adult woman, freedom of choice. She could have told me to go pound sand. Instead, she broke up with you. That should tell you something about her.
Okay, but I wanted to be with her. And that wasn't going to change anything between us.
You know what, John? I'm not going to pretend that I'm sorry that you guys aren't together.
I was happy. Claudia, and ever since we were kids, you've always said that you wanted that for me.
But she doesn't deserve you.
Deserve? What the hell does that even mean, huh? I love her.
No. You think you do. I know. What you feel for her is infatuation. Johnny, you love me. And I love you. And that's the way that it's always been. And that's the way that it's always going to be.
I might have a new lead. Last night I was talking to Patrick at the hospital about Devlin, and he said something that made me realize that Devlin could have hit something at General Hospital. GH mainframe, pull up Devlin's files, his patient's files, any research he was doing, anything he might have left behind.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. So you're thinking that Ian could have left recordings of his illegal activities embedded in patient files?
Well, what I'm saying is the hospital files are totally secure. So maybe he did transfer the recordings to a disk, put in the patient's files, the cases that are closed, no one's ever going to know.
I secured a complete list of patients treated by Dr. Devlin, and Stone Cold is right. Several of the files indicates records, data, and scan that may be backed up to DVD.
Okay, we need to get those DVDs.
Unfortunately, it appears Dr. Devlin's files are restricted. I'm afraid a break-in could cause some heinous difficulties.
Keep at it. There's got to be a way.
Wait a minute. Maybe we don't have to break in. Is there any way you can have the files transferred to somewhere else in the hospital? Somewhere Jason and I would have access to? Somewhere, anywhere in the building? As long as it stayed in the building, it should be okay, right?
Yeah, you're right. Why don't you have him transferred to one of those conference rooms?
Okay, we may be being a bit overly optimistic.
Isn't it worth a try? I mean, if Devlin left something behind to prove Claudia is guilty, don't we need to find it?
I had a feeling we might be seeing you guys here.
Yeah, what's going on?
All of Ian Devlin's files were brought to the conference room. I'm thinking Spinelli's handiwork. That kid is good. So I'm guessing you're looking for Ian's accomplice in Michael's shooting.
I'm a little confused. Why are you guys interested in Ian's files?
This is Patrick's project. I'm just here for backup.
Ian was a friend of mine. We went to med school together. I was thrilled when he came to work here at General Hospital. Then I found out he was a drug dealer, among other things.
He was a very good liar. He had the entire staff fooled.
I was stunned when I found out he was responsible for Michael's shooting. And now I guess I'm figuring out that I'm not over it. So I want the truth out there. All of it, and I want whoever's involved brought to justice.
I guess what he's saying is that we're all looking for the same thing here. And Ian, he could have written notes about what he was doing inside the patient files, right?
Yeah, but isn't it a little risky for the two of you to be digging through sealed medical files without patient or family consent? It's sort of a breach of medical ethics.
As doctors in this hospital, we're allowed to look through files. It's only illegal if you guys do it.
Also, we know what should and shouldn't be in the files, so we can save you a lot of time.
If anyone else is involved in Michael's shooting, I want it known. I want it out in the open. All of it.
So, what do you think about focusing on files that have already been closed?
I think that's a good idea. A one-time incident won't be looked at as often. That's MRI. We transfer all those to DVD.
Are you sure that you want to get involved in this?
I feel like I owe it to Michael. If I was paying more attention to Ian, maybe I could have helped prevent some of this. And I realize that it's a little late now, but if we find an accomplice and bring him to Mac, maybe we can get him prosecuted. I realize it's probably not your standard operating procedure to bring an accomplice in Michael's shooting to the police. Probably want him dead, like Ian.
I didn't murder Ian. He had a knife to Maxie, so I really didn't have a choice.
I believe you, Jason. But at the same time, you still got your revenge. I guess a bigger question is, what did it prove? What does killing anyone ever prove? Shoot, that's an emergency. I'm gonna have to take this. I'll be back.
Well, wait a minute.
What?
Here's a date. March 28th, 2008.
March 28, 2008. April 4th is when Michael got shot, so that's the right time frame.
Jason, this could be the proof that Claudia got Michael shot.
Claudia?
Let's see what Devlin thought was so important about March 28th, 2008.
Looks like it's encrypted.
No, it's demanding a security code.
Okay, does Spinelli have a program on this computer?
Yeah,
to get past that?
I'm sure he does. But if I go in it and it's not the actual code, it's going to erase everything.
Okay, just don't worry about it then. Spinelli, look, we need your help, so get back to the penthouse as soon as you can, okay?
Jason, Devlin was involved in a lot of illegal stuff. What if this has nothing to do with Michael's shooting?
Well, it could be the proof that I need to finally take Claudia down.
On your conscience that the jacket was pulled from service to humanity at the I Participate campaign, helping to recreate our city.
It's a great program. You can get back to it as soon as you tell me what's on this disc.
Well, then I shall toil with speed and efficiency. Ooh, this encryption code is indeed state-of-the-art. I mean, it's child's play for me, of course, but someone took great care to shield this data.
How long is it going to take to break through?
Done.
Why should I take the risk? He's a major player. If it goes wrong, I'm a dead man. What kind of compensation? Fine, but I want guarantees.
That's it. That's the deal to shoot Sonny.
How can you be sure?
Pull up the other voice, the person he's talking to. It's got to be Claudia.